Hey, so today I am going to make a poultry broth. So basically what I do is anytime I have pieces of vegetable, this is some actual stems of broccoli. Now we typically eat these broccoli stems, we don't usually throw them away, but they were starting to get a bit old, so I stuck them in a bag and put them in the freezer, thinking I might use them for a soup or something, but I throw it all into this pot. So I freeze all these things, so I have ends of green peppers here, I have all kinds of bones, onion peelings, I have yellow peppers here as well, the tops of yellow peppers, carrot peelings, celery, just cabbage leaves, any kind of scrap vegetable that you cut up that you're going to discard, you can throw it in your freezer and then later put it into your broth. So I have a pot here filled up with the bones of an entire turkey and 3 full chickens. So just the bones of 3 full chickens, but small chickens, that I've been saving for roughly a month or so. And I put it all into this pot. Actually, there's a little piece of the heart I'm going to throw in there as well, because nobody in the family likes the heart. I know that's horrible, but eat the liver, but not a fan of the heart. Anyhow, so we're going to throw all that in there. Then I am going to add actually some apple cider vinegar. When you add apple cider vinegar to broth, it helps pull out the nutrients in the broth. So I am using a Bragg's raw apple cider vinegar. I'm going to pour in about roughly 1/4 cup. And then I'm going to let this boil down for at least 12 hours. And I'll show you what it looks like after 12 hours. So this has been boiling now and simmering for 12 hours. This is sort of what it looks like after 12 hours. The house smells amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strain all this out. I'm going to put the broth in the fridge to let all the fat rise to the top, and then in the morning I'll skim off the fat and I'll make an update of that. Alright, I've got everything all strained out. So this is what it looks like. There are smaller parts in here, but the small parts don't bother me. So I'm going to put this in the fridge overnight. Alright, it is the next day. So I took my broth out of the fridge. Now there's not a whole lot of fat on the top. There's a tiny bit, but there's nothing that I can really scrape, so nothing really solidified. Like a beef broth, the tallow will sit at the top and there'll be a lot more fat than in this chicken broth. You can see a little bit, but it's not enough, and I think just the amount of fat that's in here will give a nice flavor to the broth. So I have quite a bit in here. So this can either be stored in the freezer in whatever container you want, or you can pressure can it to last a little longer, or just make a delicious soup. Anyways, hope you liked the video. If you have any tips or comments, you can put them down below.